going live on YouTube now too. How scalable is this? And you guys can also request to join in, and I'll let you in as a guest to ask questions. You said how scalable is this? So my machine, one of the reasons why I was able to get a patent on it, and also one of the reasons why microwave pyrolysis is not, done so big right now is because it hasn't been scalable. But my machine is actually scalable on small scales, medium scales, large scales. It's scalable on all levels. So that's why that's one of the reasons why that makes my machine special. What's up, Compost on YouTube? I'm gonna get a Zoom link going for you guys on YouTube here. We live on Twitch as well.
How's it going, bud?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Let me get my hat on, bro, and then I can chop it up with you.
All right. How old am I? I'm 20.
I'm 22, man. So you're speaking with someone like age.
For sure, for sure.
So I was gonna ask, bro, coming from Oregon, I was gonna ask, how scalable is this in invention? Like, could you with the right investment, 100,000, 200,000, like, how far could you take this?
This machine, this design is honestly scalable infinitely. Honestly, really the only thing holding it back is really just monetary reasons. To be honest with you, because let me tell you, microwave pyrolysis has been around for a while, right? And pyrolysis has been around for a while. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. However, the biggest reason that microwave pyrolysis is not done is not because it's not efficient or it doesn't work. It's because it has not been scalable up to this point at an industrial level. They only can do it at little small lab scale levels. But I created a design that actually pretty much is infinitely scalable. You literally just make everything bigger and add more power, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger to the point where you're processing like hundreds of tons of plastic, a week.
And that's obviously your goal, once you get to that point. And so, like, are you crowdfunding right now, or are you starting any kind of like investment for your business?
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily crowdfunding because I'm not really like, I have like a GoFundMe, but I'm not really pushing it like that. I'm really kind of more of just like, what I want to utilize is the sphere of the online world to generate revenue without even having to ask people for money, because I don't like asking for money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man, you have like, I've stumbled upon your page. You have a great mind, and you're actually putting your heart into it. You're doing it for the right reasons. You're not over here. It doesn't seem like, at least, you're doing it for monetary gain. You're doing it to help the environment. And I truly believe someone that has that emotional backing behind their business is going to go a long way. So, man,
For sure.
all props to you, bro. You're doing
Thank
great,
you.
bro. Keep it up, man.
Hey, man, thank you very much. You take care. Peace, man. Yeah, guys, you want to come in on TikTok? You want to come in on Instagram? I'll let you in. If you guys on YouTube or Twitch want to come in, I got the link in the posted in the chat. We'll let you guys in. You ask your questions. Let me see. We got some other people here on Instagram. Let you in, twin. What's up?
Oh my God.
What's up?
Let me put my camera for you real quick.
You're watching your shower, John?
So, bro, straight to it, man. You are revolutionizing the world.
Thank you, man.
Bro, this is not no tiny little discussion like negating anybody says you already know like that. It's just, bro, you're really doing something that's once in a lifetime. We haven't had anybody else come in here and decide that they're really gonna make a revolutionary change, man. This is huge, and I just want to send you nothing, bro, but blessings, man, peace, strength, protection.
Thank you.
Because it's gonna get rough, bro. It's not gonna be the easiest road, man. I'm gonna keep it short and quick. I read a book a while back, man, Power of Oil. Oil is definitely more powerful than gold out here, bro. And you're getting into a field where it's gonna be a lot of fucking haters, man. A lot of people who are gonna want to tear you down, bro. But hey, young king, keep striving, bro.
Absolutely.
Keep doing your thing. Real talk, bro. I just want to let you know, man.
Thank you, man.
Keep doing your thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, much blessings to you, man. Hey, you guys on Twitch and TikTok, can you hear the guys talking on Instagram? I'll let you in here on TikTok. You said, I'm glad I got the chance to see the future of the world early. Thank you for joining the Twitch. You guys, I'm on Twitch too. It's NatureJab _ It's in my bio. Please join my Twitch. Well, why is it echoing? Oh, it must be. Hey, what's up?
Yo, what up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Nothing, I'm good, man. Yo, man, just like brothers just said, man. Yo, peace and blessings, man. Really, because you really doing some real shit, man. And really, I think in Detroit, man, I can sell it.
In Detroit?
Yeah, I'm from Detroit, man. I'll be able to sell it. To tell you the truth, real shit. So I don't know how you doing it, but man, contact me if you whatever, man. We can get together, talk. I can sell that shit. That shit'll go like hotcakes.
Okay.
But you know, what I mean, on another note, brother, keep doing what you're doing. I hope you stay fucking safe, really, because yeah, it's crazy out here with that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, man.
Damn.
You know, the goal of this is to ultimately be everywhere. So every city in the world.
I know. Basically, right. So I would, man. That's why I'm like, man. I would love to sell that shit. That's like gold. I would sell, man. I'll be pushing gas.
That's the new hustle, right?
Yeah, I'm a hustler already, bro. And I'm trying to get my business up and running. I'm trying to get my shit up and running. So basically, I feel you. So I'm down for whatever, really.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Man, you doing godly work, bro. You just did some genius black shit. Like that's genius, bro. You're a genius, bro. You're a fucking genius. Be happy for yourself, bro. You're a fucking genius. Like Albert Einstein, bro. Nikola Tesla. Shit like dog. You're dog. That's bro. Yeah, bro. That genius shit you did, bro. I've been watching you for a year or two, bro. Like I think, bro. It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute. I've been watching you, bro. And I was like, and then you disappeared for a minute.
Yeah.
Then you came back on TikTok, and I was like, oh shit, he back, cause bro, I thought something happened to you. You know how these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Everybody thought something happened to me, but look, let me tell everybody something here right now. That everybody's in here that's listening. No matter where I am, if you don't know where I am, if I'm disappeared online, if you go on Google and you search, is there plastic waste in the ocean? If Google says yes, I'm still around somewhere. If Google says no, all the plastic waste is gone, then I might be gone then at that point. But I'm not going anywhere until it's done. I'm saying it like that.
I can dig it, man. I can dig it, bro. Man, dog, I want to work for you, bro. I want to work.
Hey, well, look, send me an email. business@naturejab.com. All right?
What'd you say?
It's gonna be, it's pinned in the chat. It's pinned in the TikTok chat. Send me an email and we'll talk.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. I got some other people I gotta let in, but thank you for your support, brother.
No problem, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, listen up, everybody that's in here right now. I don't know if everybody knows. I'm sure you guys from Instagram know already, but I am going to be collabing with Rachel Cook. She's a very prolific influencer. She has over 3 million followers on Instagram, and she is going to be providing me with a diesel vehicle. It's going to be a 1995 Ford F350 diesel, and we are going to be running that this Saturday. Going to be live streaming it starting at 12 o'clock EST. So it's going to be the biggest live stream, the biggest thing we've done yet. We're going to be running the car finally. All right, so we've been waiting this whole time. All you guys that have been supporters for a long time know this has always been the goal, to run the vehicle, and we're gonna be doing it live. Gonna have camera crews out there. It's gonna be crazy. And it's gonna work too. That's the best part. Gonna run a car off of plastic. Oh, let me let these Instagram people, and we got a lot of people on Instagram that want to come in. Let me check these comments and catch up. I'm enjoying all your presentations. So much to learn. Thank you, Back to Genesis. Thank you guys for following me on Twitch. Thank you, Butter on My Toast. Thank you, Fearless Kins. You guys follow me on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. It's NatureJab _ It's in my bio. My boy is beyond the grasp of death. Of course. Of course. And you guys on TikTok, if you want to come in as a guest request, I'll let you in. Are you able to pin that memory? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. Try to let you in here on Instagram. It didn't work. Try to let you in, Scarface. Butter my toast, daddy. What the heck? Y'all weird or something. Cardboard made a car, kind of like Lexus with plastic oil idea. You talk about a car made of cardboard? I don't know why it's not letting you in. I'm gonna let you in. I'm gonna let you in, Rippy, on Instagram. It's not letting me let you in, Scarface, for some reason. You got 2 questions? Okay. Well, I'll get to you. Hello? Much love to Australia.
Oh, the bike lane is in the middle right here.
Yo, hello?
Yo,
What's up?
what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I didn't expect to get in here. I'm in West Palm in a big ride out. It's like 100 of us right in the streets.
Oh, you're on a bike?
Yeah, there's a bunch of us down the street. We're in West Palm Beach.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to do every Wednesday, but I didn't actually expect to get through because I hit that button a few minutes ago. I just been listening to you.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay, I see you. Cool.
Little homie, bust a move. We on Instagram. Bust a willy for the Instagram. Oh, you got some
You better not. He gonna bust his tail. That's what he's gonna do.
That little dude got skills.
For real? Cool. Well, you got a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to put it in the chat. Are you going to be looking for investors in the future, or are you actively?
If I'm gonna do investor things, it's gonna be a little bit later, because if I get investors really early on, they're gonna want a huge amount for a little amount of relative money. So I think it's gonna be smart to just kind of wait on that a little bit.
Yeah,
But
that's what's up.
that's what's up with that. I got some other people I gotta let in though. We got a lot of people, so I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you ride safe, man. Yeah, you too, man, for sure. Thank you. Go ahead and let you out. There we go. All right, I'm gonna let in some other guys here. We got a lot of people that want to come in on Instagram, more than we ever had before. We're gonna let in Germany or something, some type of name. You guys on TikTok? Oh, okay. One of you requested to come in. I have to get to you. We got a lot of stuff going on. I'm live on 4 things right now. What's up, man?
Yeah, I just want to say first and foremost, like, you're an awesome dude.
Thank you.
I've been following you for like a year, and I've been into the rhetoric that you and this type of invention, this type of thing doesn't, big oil company, big guys, a big power guys in power. You're gonna face a lot of, pushback. People are not gonna want you to succeed. And I just want to make sure that you just keep your head high, keep doing what you're doing. And I love that. I got 2 questions for you.
For sure. Much love to Venezuela.
Hey, shout out to Venezuela, all my Latin American people.
For sure.
So I'm in my undergrad right now. I'm in my 6th year. I'm graduating this semester for mechanical engineering. Seeing what you have done is like almost mind-boggling. It's like no one's ever thought about it. I would like to say, right? So my question to you is like, what is your business plan, right? So like, are you planning to have like just a large scale? When you say it's applicable, you push it in the large scale, the big scale model. Like, what is your ideal vision for this before it gets lost in translation and before you blow up and everything with your invention? What is your personal vision with this?
So that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So the vision of this is to get this technology to a point where, first of all, I built 4 prototypes. I'm going to build my next prototype, and it's going to be our first ever industrial professional machine that, is at that big scale that I can actually deal with waste from my local community, right? But the business plan of this machine I'm going to be selling the machines themselves to small and large businesses, right? That's how we're going to start off. And then the small and large businesses, like let's say malls, want a big machine. Take all the trash, put it in there, make the fuel. They can sell the fuel to a refinery, right? Make profit, whatever. Better than calling waste trucks because they're just losing money. That's the first business plan. And then there's the actual business plan of me building big machines, taking in local trash. I am the landfill. You bring all your plastic to me, and I make tons of fuel, sell the fuel for like $2 a gallon, something that you cannot beat at the pump, right? But that is going to take longer because there's a ton of regulations that you have to meet to actually sell oil versus I could just make the oil and sell it to refineries or sell my machines for people to then take that oil and sell it to refineries, right? So what my long-term vision of this is I ultimately want these machines to be in every single city, in every single province, in every single country of this earth. And I don't want there to ever be any type of plastic put in the ocean. I want people to, in fact, if you're walking and you see somebody throw down a piece of plastic, you slap them. You're like, dude, you just threw down $2 right there. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to know that plastic is energy, and energy is money, and everything is energy. So ultimately, there should be no such thing as waste.
So, 2 points to that real quick. Stick with your original, like, you want to be the guy that everyone brings the plastic to. Because the second that you diversify your product line and then you have something on the small scale where, like, everyone in the household can have one of those and they're powering up their bike, their car, whatever, then you start to effectively lose value on your product. And the second thing would be, bro, this is as big as Elon Musk with the electric car. Make sure you stick with it. Don't give up any of your shares. Don't give up any of your value. Because at the end of the day, when you succeed, and this goes on large scale, like I'm thinking of third world countries, not even America, right? I don't even know what country you're
What's
in.
up, Soy Migo?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of third world countries where they have like an insane amount of plastic waste that they have nothing to do for it. Like I've seen documentaries where like it's just in streams, it's just in oceans and stuff like that. So all I want to say is stick with it, bro. Stick with your original plan. Be you, be great. Because at the end of the day, bro, your value as a person, as an independent artist and engineer, like it's just gonna skyrocket. So don't let anyone chip away from you or take anything from you, all right, bro?
For sure.
That's all I gotta say.
For sure. Appreciate it, man. You take care.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for letting me on, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, when I said $2 a gallon, the reason I say that is because actually one of the biggest expenses in the gas we pay for is the logistics. Having to go out to the ocean and then get it from send the big things down to get it from the ocean bed, pump it up into the ship, then ship it back, and then put it in the pipeline, and the pipeline takes it to your refinery, and then the truck then takes it to the gas pump. Well, with these machines, it cuts out half of that. Because you don't have to go to the ocean to get the plastic. The oil is from the plastic, right? So you can make it a lot cheaper. You can make the actual price per gallon so much cheaper. In fact, I'll say this. In some places in the U.S. right now, gas, like regular gasoline is over $4 a gallon, okay? Like, especially in like some places in like California. In my machine, my small homemade machine I made by hand, mind you, I was making $4 a gallon. This is a small, handmade, by hand, non-professional machine. It only can get better from there. And I'm making $4 a gallon with that. So do the math. We scaled up so much more efficient. $2 a gallon. It won't be that hard to do. You're saying I'm fake Julian Brown. You say I'm clone. Do you guys think I'm cloned? Because listen, guys, I disappeared for a year. I know we have a lot of new people in here, but I disappeared for a whole year. And I'm back now. And some people, especially my people on YouTube, swear that I'm clones, right? You guys think I'm clones? Am I clones, guys? And by the way, can you guys on TikTok and YouTube hear the people talking from Instagram? I'm gonna let you guys in. I need to check everything because I got a Zoom going. Nobody requested to join in the Zoom. Nobody requests. We got one request on TikTok. Let me get to this request on TikTok first. You said no, but then you said yeah. So can you guys hear them, yes or no? Because you guys are giving me half and half answers here. You said a little bit. Okay, I can turn it up. I gotta find my other mic, and that's what I gotta do. I gotta plug my mic into Instagram here. Yo, hello, are you here?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm glad you came back.
For sure, man. I'm not going anywhere.
You You ever thought about the Pergo carburetor?
The what?
The Pergo carburetor? It was getting like 150.
Yeah, I have.
So, yeah,
What's up, Johnny?
Infusing that, does your plastoline, is it like burn off the vapor or the liquid itself?
It runs off of, well, it can run off of either, because the plastoline makes vapors and liquid.
Right. I mean, that's cool. I can't wait till it, it hits mainstream because
Hey.
I was just thinking like the same things. Like when I seen your videos, I was like, what? How did he beat me to it?
Hey, man. And just wait on Saturday. On Saturday, we're going to run a vehicle for the first time with it.
Oh, for sure, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me up.
Hey, absolutely. Look, guys, this guy said, I'm fake, I'm cloned. He said Julian Brown wasn't that dark. Okay. You said nice setup, man. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta interact with you guys on Twitch a little bit more. You threw away half a mile of gas, exactly. When you're throwing away plastic, you're throwing away money. Why did you never see dollar bills in the ocean? Because that's stupid. Gonna be the same with plastic. It's gonna be stupid to put it in the ocean. You're throwing away money. No, I'm never scared. Never, ever, ever am I scared. I don't have an option, guys. I really don't have an option. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stop if I wanted to. They have a gun to my head saying, make it. That would be a monumental achievement if you could optimize the file for modern engine designs. Maybe I could, but that is super dangerous. Because that guy that made that carburetor, he did literally just disappear. With 6 bullets to the back of his head. That he somehow did himself, right? You said it's going in and out, the audio. Yeah, I have a thing that can connect this to go to my speakers. But I don't think I can plug it in mid-live. I'll try. Let me let somebody else in. I'm trying to put the mic closer to the actual, to the phone so you guys can hear it. I need to get a speaker just for the Instagram live. But let's hope you can hear this.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, bro, how are you? Big fan.
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you, man?
Just finished the gym. I just wanted to ask you, what did you study when you were in college or university?
I didn't go to university.
So did you self-teach yourself all these things?
I'm self-taught.
Wow. Who did you watch, if you don't mind me asking?
I used to watch this guy on YouTube called Hazel Kim, but most of my I guess you could say knowledge has come from research papers online found on Google through academic websites from universities that have done this all over the world.
Is there any way of me getting the documents and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I actually you have to join on my YouTube or Twitch live stream, but we actually on my YouTube and Twitch live stream we actually pull up those documents and read them together all the time. And I show you how to find them and all of that. So you guys, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, but especially Twitch, because we're gonna start really getting into some education, guys. Straight education.
No worries. Thanks for the chat. Big fan.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you. Where are you from?
Australia.
I figured. Hey, man, thank you.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 20. Alright, I gotta let the next person in, mate. Cheers.
Take care. See ya.
Hey, guys, is the audio still cutting out on the YouTube side? My YouTube is NatureJab. My Twitch is NatureJab. It's in my bio. It's all in my bio. Please go ahead, follow me there. Because we do education, guys. I pull up my desktop screen, and we go read research papers together. We go and watch my old videos together and break it down. All the type of fun stuff. Real educational. I'm about to plug in this mic. You guys tell me if you can still hear me on the Instagram live. It's going pretty smooth now. Okay, so I might not even have to. The more people you educate, the less any power could suppress. Yeah, because if something happens to me and I educate all of you how to do it, then they can't stop it. They can't stop it. He said it's a 10. You think I got 10? Am I actually darker from when I left? Am I actually darker? Or is that guy just playing with me? No way, mate. No way I'm actually darker. I'm already black as hell enough, right? No way I actually got darker. Steve Harvey. Let's see. Paid to success. You said yes, I ain't gonna lie. Shut up. Shut up, mate. Y'all laughing. Shut up.
Julian, bro.
Yo, what's up?
How did you let them clone you, bro?
Huh?
I told you, bro. Rest in peace, bro. They cloned you, bro. You're not real, bro. You're a robot.
I'm cloned?
You know the SpongeBob, Mr. Crab dance like a robot. Do it, you clown. NPC. Julian, listen, Julian. Clone, how are you? Julian, just tell me how are you mentally, bro? How do you feel mentally? Julian, please answer me, bro. You're cloned. You're cloned. You're cloned. We're doomed. Julian, why did you get cloned?
Get out of here, y'all bumba clot.
Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm gonna try to plug this mic in. Can you guys hear it though? Can you guys on Twitch and YouTube hear it for real? I want to make sure it's going through, and TikTok too. I think you guys can because you're putting laughing emojis, so I'm thinking you could hear it. This guy, these weird people. There's gonna be plenty more to come. Trust me. We have 20,000 people in here live. We're running this car on Saturday, 12 p.m. EST. Collabing with Rachel Cook. We doing this, guys. We doing this. Let's see. We're gonna let it. I'll try to let you in again, Scarface, but it's not working every time. Spinotronics. I'd actually never heard of Spinotronics, and I kind of feel bad saying that because I've heard of a little bit of everything, but I've never heard of Spinotronics. Yes, Saturday, February 3rd, 12 p.m. EST. We are running a car off of the diesel I've made from plastic. A Ford F-350, baby. Where are you located? I'm located at 3635 Pinterest Drive. Can't wait until Saturday. I can't either. I'm trying to plug this thing in here. Yeah, I can't let you in, Scarface. It ain't working. Yeah, let's get this thing on the news, guys, for real. Seriously, let's get it on the news. You have some plots as well. What's up,
brother?
What's up, man?
Man, much love and adoration to you and your work. I believe in it. I'm so tired of seeing the bots talk about RIP and the bots in the comment, but like, just know that you're protected by the divine. I must say that. And you're gonna go far, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I would love to see, how we can get our platforms interacting and how I can support you more. Just reach out to me any given moment. I have a good audience over here at Tree Minded, and we support like all of the self-sustainable alternative ways to energy over here. And you're one of those people we want to support and we give love to. So it's a pleasure to really like connect to you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, truly. And we're gonna connect for sure. We're gonna connect for sure. I absolutely believe in that.
Holler at you and let you know, man, like you're a blessed man. You're protected. Don't even fall. Laugh at it, man, because I hate those type of stereotypes that somebody has an idea and we're so saturated with fear of being smart that somebody's gonna come knocking on. Man, it's a new era. And I really believe that the righteous one's gonna be protected. So don't even fall for the hooky though.
For sure. Thank you, man. Peace.
Yes.
Much love. And I love your username by the way, Tree Minded. I love that. I love that. We're like trees. What's up, Luke? Do I still have that bird? Nah, I don't. I like that bird. I should probably get it. I still got my Mayan calendar though. I'm gonna plug in my mic on Instagram. You guys tell me if you could still hear me on Instagram in a second, okay? I'm gonna plug in my mic. This might echo everything. Should sound better. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Can you guys still hear me on Instagram? Yeah? Cool. We're good then. So now when I let you guys in, you guys should be playing through my big speakers, which will allow you guys on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch to hear me way better. And hear the people talking way better. And the mic quality on Instagram should be better unless it doesn't let me switch it live and it just sounds normal and everything's actually the same. But we'll see in a second here. Oh no, why is my Wi-Fi lagging right now? I can't let these people in here on Instagram. Oh, we got somebody in the Twitch. I mean in the Zoom. We got Mike in the Zoom. Hey Mike. Yo, Mike, are you here? I don't think he's here. Hey, you guys look out for Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to be renting a car off of Plaster Diesel with Rachel Cook. Very excited. We've been looking to do this for a long time. I would not let me pull up my requests on Instagram. My Instagram all of a sudden is super laggy. Who knows what's going on? Does your machine require welding? Yes, it does, for sure. It definitely requires welding. I'm a welder myself, and that's why I was able to build the machine. You're off on Saturday? Yup, 12 p.m. EST? Teach me. Yeah, you know, you stick around in the stream a little bit. We're going to get to some educational stuff in a second here, where I'm going to show you guys some stuff, some research papers and stuff. You guys on Instagram will not be able to see it, though, so I recommend you start transitioning over to my Twitch so I can pull it up on the screen. Why would it not let me see the request? This guy said you would truly change the world so much. Cheese Man said that. Thank you, man. Do you feel censored in any way? Yeah, I do. I do definitely feel censored. I feel like, actually, I don't feel like, I literally statistically am shadow banned on every single social media. Every single one. Truth be told. But it's okay because we're going to break that shadow ban just by pure publicity and just getting my name out there. All the, you know, if everybody's talking about you, you can't be shadow banned ultimately. Like, they can just try. But, yeah, so sometimes I do feel censored. It doesn't stop me at all or slow me down, but, I have heard of Dr. York, yes. We got somebody on the TikTok here. What's the Twitch handle? It's NatureJab _. Trying to let this guy over here on Twitch. I cannot let you people in here on Instagram for some reason. Ever since I plugged in my mic, it's not letting me let anybody in on Instagram. It seems to be lagging or something. There's some type of interruption going on. Hello? Hey.
I had a couple of questions. I'm gonna have to go back and forth because I was taking notes throughout the live. So I just want to make sure that I touch on all the points.
Okay.
Okay, so if it looks like I'm paused, I'm not. I'm just looking back at my notes. Okay.
Okay. Hey, thank you for guys on Twitch for the follows. Thank you, Hell to Go Through. Thank you for joining Big PP69696969696969. People are crazy.
So my first question is about how much do you need in order to produce a 1 gallon? I'll just combine the second question with the first question about how long is the curation process in regards to making a gallon.
So my machine would take about, but let's just I'll say the rough number. It was about 18 pounds of plastic to make a gallon, and it would do it in 5 hours.
And I don't know the numbers on this, but do we know about how much like plastic is just lying around being useless at this moment in time?
I have the numbers on what's in the ocean.
Right. So like, you think with the amount of plastic that we create and just do absolutely nothing with, minus the waste that's already just lying around, just building up, it would slow down the process of drilling or equal out, or what are your thoughts on that?
So I've done the math on this recently in a YouTube video.
Mhm.
There's enough plastic in the ocean to create 1.13 billion barrels of crude oil, and that's enough crude oil to run the world for over 30 years, and that's about $84 billion worth of crude oil. So in short, if we were to even, just supplement our use of oil with that plastic oil,
Right.
we definitely would not have to do the type of destructive, oil drilling we do now at all.
As to what we're doing now.
Right.
Now, see, because I was waiting for some real questions to be asked, but it just wasn't happening. So I was writing them down as we were going on. So, as far as like, say if somebody started doing this shit, and then there was all these factories everywhere, and they were putting shit into the air, would that be worse than what's going on now with the drilling, like as far as like how long it would take to get the oil and drill it and do what we're doing now, whereas the plastic is just ready and available? Would it do more damage? Has that thought crossed your mind? And what do we do in that
Well,
scenario?
you just gotta think
There's
about
always a way.
you just gotta think about all of the in between things. There's so many logistics that even with waste management
That's what I'm trying to
and
figure
the
out.
recycling of plastic the recycling we do now, they literally have to collect it, then ship it and stuff, and all of that stuff is creating tons of emissions and wasting energy. And then all of the
Right.
ships going back and forth to get the oil from the ground. We don't have to do any of that when we can literally make the plastic to make the oil right there at the source of the waste.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I love that. I love that you're giving me real answers.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me look at my notes real quick. I think I got like 3 more questions or something, and then some more might pop in. And then I'm gonna just join and watch and continue watching and supporting because you're onto something, and I feel you have a good spirit and you're onto something. You know what I mean?
For sure, thank you. And make sure you're here on Saturday when we run the car for the first time ever. What's up, Trinitech? Good to see you again, man. Yeah, no worries, man. I got the multi-streaming set up, Trinitech. I'm on Twitch, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Instagram right now.
Have you thought about I'm gonna just form it as the zombie apocalypse, but we use our third eye telepathy to understand what I'm not gonna speak out loud. Have you thought about that scenario? Because I feel like you'd be like, hey, I know how we gonna figure some shit out, because obviously pumps would go down, shit would go down, people would have to figure out how to, unless they had a horse or whatever, how to get
fuel. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so with that situation, that actually does highly depend on the machine, right? Because the machine needs to be operating at an efficiency level where it's creating a far higher energy output than the energy input. Otherwise, in a survival situation, you're only gonna be putting energy in, and you're not gonna get anything out. So fortunately, with my machines, they actually do operate in that energy profit because they use microwaves, and microwaves are so efficient. But the process of pyrolysis actually can be done with any type of thing that creates heat, including a wood fire underneath and such. So, in short, whether you're using my machines or just the process in general, any machine, you can actually make your own fuels at home.
Perfect. And then my final, I think I have 2 more, but it might be combined.
Well, I do have to let some other people in, so let's call this the last question here.
Okay, so hydrogen, oxygen. This is a slightly different topic, but spacecraft, things of that sort, they're fueled on that sort of thing. Hydrogen and oxygen is quite literally everywhere. What are your thoughts on that? Just on that, nothing to do with what we were talking about previously. Just
the spacecrafts have many different fuel blends that they use. Some of them might use hydrogen. There's been spacecrafts that have run off of natural gas. They've made spacecrafts that have run off of the same type of plastic that Legos are made from. They made rocket fuel out of that because it's so, flammable and energy dense. So, I'm not really sure what like necessarily the question was there. But yeah, that's what I'd say to that.
It was just your thoughts. It wasn't necessarily a question in general.
Okay.
But just your thoughts. So it was good talking to you, and I maybe I triggered some next great questions that'll come on with your next guest. And
Thank you.
yeah, man. Keep
All right.
doing you, and
Thank you so much.
You.
Yeah, you too. You stay
Peace,
blessed.
Man. Peace, brother.
Yo, Trinitech, they're saying you're a CIA bot in the Twitch. What do you have to say to that, Trinitech? Because you're one of the OGs, and they're calling you a CIA plant. What do you say about that, mate? And I can't let anybody else in on Instagram for some reason. That's so weird. Like, it legit just keeps loading when I try to let people in.
We can. Can you hear me? But yo, man.
Hey,
yo, Julian,
1 second. Yeah, what's up?
Yo, I just want to say, man, I like what you're doing, bro. I like what you're doing. You're doing great things in the world. But I just want to tell you, I hope you know and understand that you gotta be careful walking this path. Because everybody's not gonna want to see you. Because if you want to grow big, I can see that now. You got a good business plan. Making gas out of plastic. That's killing two birds with one stone. That's smart. That's smart. I really like what you're doing, and you encourage me to keep going.
Man, I love to hear that. What was that?
Can I promote myself a little bit? If you don't mind.
Yeah, what do you do?
I do gardening. I want to encourage people to start growing their own food. Because everything, if you look at everything now, people are so unhealthy. People in our community dealing with a lot of sickness, diabetes, high blood pressure, and I want to encourage people to grow their own food and start eating better.
Hey, man, look, I completely respect that. I'm a gardener myself. I completely respect that. And
really?
So look, I encourage everybody on this live stream to start gardening. You know what I'm saying? It's so great for your mind and for your soul and for your health. And ultimately, it's never going to hurt you to know how to grow your own food, honestly. I mean, why do you think I represent nature so much? Because these are the abundance from Earth. You start to learn that Earth is truly beautiful and nature is what's up. So, man, respect to you.
Yeah. But, man, that's all I really got to say. If God don't mind, just give me a follow. I'm trying to reach 800 followers so I can go live and start spitting that influence. I only want to help y'all.
Yeah. You guys following, but she's going to teach you guys how to garden. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Thank you, man. You stay blessed. I got some other people I got to let in. All right, Antonio. You said that Island Boy video was funny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You talking about my YouTube one or the one on Twitch? What's up, Antonio?
Yeah. So speaking of gardening, have you had a chance to do that experiment with the biochar? Yeah.
No, I haven't. I haven't got around to that yet. I should though.
Well, yeah, of course, because it's wintertime.
Yeah.
I think you had a greenhouse or something.
I used to, but it got blown up and burnt down.
Okay. But yeah, try that in the springtime because I want to see how that turns out. I have some ideas, and I would like to see some other materials pyrolyzed.
Yeah.
When you get around to it, have you had a chance to rebuild your reactors yet?
No, I have not had the chance because I haven't had the actual property to do so on.
Have you looked into maker spaces in your area? Because there are these like little communes called maker spaces that are popping up all over the place. We have one in Nashville where you can go and you can like rent a little bit of space for like so much a month, and they'll let you do experiments and do projects and things like that in their like area. And you like pay a membership or something. It's a little bit cheaper than maybe having your own storage set up to like process everything.
I never heard of those before, but thank you for mentioning that because I'm going to look into those because like I said, guys, that's really the only thing holding me back right now. I would have had my machine built, but it's just a matter of having the space to do it because you can't just do it. Obviously, since I have the fire, can't do it in the backyard anymore. You can't just do it anywhere. You got to have actual industrial space, warehouse space to do this type of thing. You said my thumb is browner than Julian's. I wonder how that happened. What does that even mean? What? How will you develop your idea? Just by getting started on it again. Ultimately, you know, but way before I even was social media, YouTube, anything, I was just working on it myself and developing it that way. So as soon as I get to the position where I have the space to build this again, I'm just gonna start building, and it's gonna be even better than it ever was before. So do you like Dr. Parkenstein? Yeah, Dr. Parkenstein is my boy. Absolute G there. You said he's burning and polluting the air, turning plastic into fuel, destroying nature, so why not water? First of all, top memes, we are not burning the plastic. To burn something is an oxidation reaction, which means you have to have oxygen present. The process of pyrolysis is heating something in the absence of oxygen, which means that there is no oxygen in the reactor, therefore there cannot be a fire, therefore it cannot burn. Instead, we are distilling the plastic or breaking it down into its chemical constituents. Plastic comes from crude oil. So when we heat and distill the plastic in an oxygen-absent environment, the plastic will end up returning into its crude oil forms. You said, so you're turning plastic into fuel and polluting without... So you're turning plastic into fuel without polluting the air? Yes, because my machine has zero emissions and zero pollution. You can go on my YouTube channel, take a look. As long as the machine is running like it's supposed to, and it's not leaking, the machine itself creates zero waste and it has zero emissions. Now, when you burn the plastic fuel, of course there will be emissions from burning that. That's fossil fuel, of course. When you burn that, there will be emissions. However, when we have modern engines which have computers that have the sensors to make sure that it's a proper stoichiometric ratio, and then you have a catalytic converter. So between those two things, the actual emissions that come out of the exhaust are actually not that bad. That's why, to this day, even when we use gasoline and diesel in cars, the emissions are not as bad as they used to be back then, because we have all of these things nowadays to make sure that they burn properly and mix with oxygen the most to leave the least amount of unreacted hydrocarbons in the end. So, in short, I also will say like this right here. The technology to turn crude oil into gasoline and diesel, which are viable fuels for the EPA, already exists. So, in refineries. So all we're going to do is make this oil out of the plastic, the fuel out of the plastic, and put it through the already existing technology to refine it and make it EPA safe, and then we're good. What's up, John Oldak FL? Thank you for joining the Twitch. We got a lot of people joining the Twitch. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support there. The quality of the fully refined finished product. What about it, Rambo? The quality of the fully refined finished product is going to be very identical to the regular fuels of this world. And I say that because plastic is made of crude oil. Think of plastic like the solid form of crude oil, right? And we're going to be making the same fuels out of it. So it's going to be pretty much almost the same. This is not like making biodiesel. I'll let you in, Saul. This is not like making biodiesel. This is literally chemically almost identical to actual diesel when we make this here. So that is what the process is. Yo, who on Twitch wants to be a moderator?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's
up?
up?
I talked to you before. I was like, you know, how do you do this without being scared? And you were like, inventions. You're supposed to create ideas about fear, and we should listen to you not out of fear, but out of like trust that your ideas are going to be grand. And that's really inspired me. Not only that, but I really believe in your cause. I mean, like for once, it's someone who's genuinely wanting to make a difference in the world instead of wanting to take and take and take. So, be on your P's and Q's. There are some bad apples out there who are trying to like mess in. I don't want to say the word, but so just please keep being good. Don't like fall into like evil, corporations and stuff, because you're making really good progress, dude.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for saying all that. I really appreciate it. It's truly.
Thank you, bro. Well, I'm out of here.
All right. You guys, what is going on in the TikTok chat here? Yeah, that was really sweet, man. Honestly, I love to hear that because ultimately, I always say this, but my days are numbered. I can only do so much physically, but if I can inspire people, it's an exponential effect. You know what? Top memes and TikTok. Do you want to come in here and chat and ask your questions, and we can just have a little debate? Because we're kind of just going back and forth in the chat here, but if you request to join in, I'll let you in, and we can actually have. Like, I actually never done that before. I've never had somebody that's in the chat just always wanting to talk actually come into the chat and have a real debate. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's ever done that. So if you come in here, we will respectfully talk, and I will, you will say your side, I'll say my side, and we'll see ultimately. But we're not gonna just go back and forth in the chat over and over again, because that's just, you know what I'm saying. We got other things to address. We got other people asking questions. With my Discord, it's nature.jab. So come on in here, top memes, and let's talk. Because you have a lot to say. You have a lot to say, and I think that I can rebuttal a lot of the things that you're saying, a lot of the points you're making. But maybe I can't. Maybe you can prove me wrong. Let's go. Julian isn't a POS parasite. What is POS? What? That's Automat. I thought that was somebody. Oh, a piece of. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say so, but that's for you to see, not me, right? Guys, I don't know what's going on the Instagram here. I might have to remake the live stream on Instagram because I can't let you guys in here. For some reason on Instagram, I'm not able to let you guys in and hear your chat. Yo, on Zoom, Mike, are you there? Because you've been in here, Mike, but you haven't unmuted or talked.
Yeah, man, I finally am able to talk. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I do have a couple of questions for you, actually. The first one is that you can see on social media, many people keep telling you to be safe and to be careful and stuff like that. And I would like to ask you personally, do you feel like right now you're in danger or anything like that? Or have you received any kind of, intimidation regarding what you're trying to doing at that point?
No, I have not received any type of intimidation. I'll say this, right? If I was actually in danger, I wouldn't be here. These people, they have such, power and such. If they want you gone, you're gone, and that's what it is. There's no VPN that's going to save you. DuckDuckGo is not going to save you. If they want you gone, you're gone. It's that simple. So, you know what I'm saying? There really isn't a time. For as long as I am alive, I might as well not live in fear and just do the best I can do, because like I said, by the time you figure out that they are onto you, you're already gone. You're in Blue Ridge, Georgia, Omar. Oh, that's what's up, man. You're quite a bit of ways from me. Yeah, so no, I don't operate in fear for that reason, because just like, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna get this project anywhere being in fear.
Okay. Sounds good. And I also see that, are you the person that actually handle your social media at that point? Creating your videos and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm actually doing that for a couple of businesses, and yeah, I can shoot you a DM like on Instagram, so I can give you some help.
Don't send me a DM. Don't send me a DM. I'll never see it. Send me an email at business@naturejab.com. You were in Atlanta, Omar. You didn't tell me? Goodness gracious, man. What's wrong with you? Yeah, send me an email, and I got you.
An email. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you please repeat the email one more time?
It's business.
Let me just get it right here.
Business@naturejab.com.
Got it. Appreciate that. I'll shoot you an
For
email.
sure. Thank you.
All right. Problem, butter.
All right. Peace out, man. Let's see, what else do we got? We got some more people here on TikTok. Man, I really wanted to debate that guy, but of course all of a sudden they go silent when you want to debate them. Do something formal for once, right? Because I've never done that before. Like, obviously, we always have people in the chat saying stuff, but I want to actually debate somebody, truly. What's up, Lex? Hello? Yo. I hear me coming through on his mic, but he's not talking. Hello? Hey, what's up? I have you muted right now, Trendy Lemonade, until Lex is off. Can I hear anything? Wait a minute. 1 second. Why did my audio go out? Yo, Lex, are you here? Yes or no?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
What's up, man?
Hey, bro. Right, glad to be speaking to you, bro. I was worried. Haven't been seeing you and was thinking about what the hell was going on with my bro. I seen the video and was like looking forward to seeing what's coming in. Then he just kind of went missing.
Well, I'm back now.
You did. Bro, I'm looking for. I just want you to be safe, bro. I'm praying for you. I'm looking out for great things from you, brother. You inspire me.
Hey, man, thank you so much, man. And look, on Saturday we're gonna be running a car off of the plastic diesel.
A word?
Yeah, man,
I'm
word.
a tune in.
It's gonna be live. We're gonna do
Right?
it, man.
So
Change the
just
world.
just keep doing what you're doing and keep that humble spirit, bro. That humble spirit gonna take you everywhere you gotta go, man.
Man, thank you so much. Seriously. Bless. All right.
Have a good night, bro.
You too, man. All right, Trendy Lemonade. You're unmuted now. Hello?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I can hear you very well.
Thanks. Yeah, actually, I had a question about the entrepreneurship part of the project. So I get to work with a lot of startups, and it's really hard for startups to become profitable. And I think your project is really worth it, and I would really like for it to be profitable. So my question is, have you thought about doing other things with the plastic as well? For example, there's a company here in Mexico that is turning plastic into concrete, or it's mixing it with concrete to have another material. And actually, it is being used. Like, this is a product that is being sold currently. It's probably also being developed in other countries, but in Mexico, we have a lot of need for cheap construction materials. So I really want you to be profitable. Have you thought about that side at all?
No, I haven't. I didn't think about it like that because my big issue with those type of things is you're kind of like, no offense to anybody that does type of thing, like when you're like turning the plastic into like other type of building materials, but like it's not really dealing with the plastic issue at the source, like at the roots of it, because it's still like kind of plastic waste that goes out there, and it's not still like non-biodegradable. Now, it's better than just throwing it in the ocean or landfills for sure. So I respect anybody who does that. But I'm trying to cut it at the roots. And that is completely destroying the plastic.
Okay. Got it, man. That was my question. Thanks a lot for answering.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a great day.
All right. Yeah, you too, man. You said how does this affect air pollution? It's not going to affect the air pollution any different than regular cars. Ultimately, the worst thing that is really CO2, and CO2 is not even bad. Is the real bad things are methane and ethylene and ethane. Let me tell you guys something. When plastic is just sitting out in landfills or in the ocean, it actually emits methane and ethane. So it actually emits far worse greenhouse gases than if we were to turn it into fuel, then put that fuel into an engine and burn it and just have CO2 come out. Because methane is 40 times worse than CO2. So it's literally better off to do that, and to obviously we all know that it's better to not just have the plastic in the ocean. Like, we all know that. None of us want the plastic in the ocean. We can all agree on that. Even people that don't believe in what I'm doing can agree that we don't want or need plastic sat in our oceans. So, with that being said, if the plastic is sat in our oceans, that's literally making worse greenhouse gases and CO2 than if we were to burn it as fuel. We might as well burn it as fuel. Just saying. Because we can then plant trees to get rid of CO2. We can then plant algae to get rid of CO2. We can then, make CO2 devices to get rid of CO2. But we cannot really get rid of methane like that. So to be honest, I like the idea, but it won't get rid of the problem of plastic in the oceans. He's talking about making like bricks out of plastic. Yeah, because ultimately, what happens when those bricks are done? You know, same thing, just end up in landfills or the ocean. So we got to cut at the roots, and that's what this machine does. It's a true closed loop, circular loop, cutting it at the roots. Please think about making materials from plastic, as there is a current need for that. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing to do, but we need to also have a way to get rid of those things after they're being used, because we tried to make other water bottles from plastic water bottles, and then that ended up actually putting even more plastic in the ocean. So we need to still figure out a way how to actually truly end the life of plastic before we actually figure out ways to make more of it, because we already have a huge production problem making too much plastic. How does it combust? The diesel combusts like diesel. You hold a flame to it, does not catch on fire until it heats up. The plastoline combusts like gasoline. Hold a torch to it, lights up immediately. There we go. So, but it can fund your project. Well, I want to fund my project with things I believe. Things I believe are the solutions, and I don't believe that's the solution, because we already tried doing that. We already tried turning a Dasani water bottle into a Coca-Cola bottle, and it ended up doing the worst. It ended up making even more plastic. So, excuse me. The CIA got me. They're in my water. Oh.
Can I say a few things?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that I wanted to say is that with the EPA cracking down on the recycling of certain plastics, we used to be able to recycle plastics 1 through 7, but because they say that there's outgassing during the recycling process of things like ethylene and methane, that they've cracked down on it to where really only plastics 1 and 2, only PET and HDPE can really be recycled anymore.
I didn't know about that.
Pyrolysis might be the only way to get rid of a lot of
yes, absolutely, because pyrolysis is so controlled. As I said, the process itself has zero emissions and zero waste.
And the other thing I was going to say is I'm very interested in the pyrolysis of other things. I read a book recently called Coal, Its History and Its Uses. It was a legacy book, and one of the things that they were talking about was that coking coal, burning coal in an oxygenless environment, pyrolyzing it, generates something called coke, where you remove the volatiles from it, and what is left is pure carbon.
Right.
And pure carbon, I know, can be turned into biochar,
right,
where you like add nitrates and nitrate-fied bacteria to the carbon mist. Bacteria will live in there and will actually absorb a significant amount of greenhouse gases and things from the atmosphere. And it'll be a great soil amendment for farmers to actually make their fields more fertile and productive, with there being not being able to get as much fertilizer out of the Ukraine as we used to be able to because of the war there. Biochar might be able to step onto the stage to fill some of the role of that. And
yeah, you know what?
Produce an amount of biochar,
because biochar has such a high surface area. It's so porous that all these organisms can live in there. So ultimately, if we combine this machine with sustainable agriculture practices, we can actually make a huge difference, because sustainable agriculture actually is carbon negative. It sucks CO2 from the air, right? And our farms and agriculture is one of the biggest producers of CO2, with all with all the tilling and stuff that goes on, putting all that carbon that's been buried deep underground back up into the air. So the combination of the two, that's why this technology ultimately opens up the door to completely change the whole world. Not even because it itself is turning plastic into fuel, but just the fact that it's able to make literally so many products. It's like tapping into the natural patterns of nature. No type of waste. Everything in nature is used, and that's what we're doing with this technology.
I have come across a website recently that creates particle accelerators, and I think that I might be able to do a collab with the author to create our Gyrotron. I sent you the page. it's something that I will keep you updated on.
This guy said, so a plastic bag has carbon fabrics embedded into it. No, but a plastic bag on an atomic level is made of these things called hydrocarbons, which are bonds, which are chains of hydrogen and carbon. And as we know, hydrogen is the most energy dense gas in the universe that we know of. So we bind the we don't bind it, but actually when we get the crude oil from the ground, the hydrogen and carbon are bound together to make these long hydrocarbon chains. That's why it's not biodegradable, because it's so long and hard to break down for any bacteria. So we have to use heat, a process. Heat is really the only thing that will degrade these things and break it down, right? But these hydrocarbon chains are full of energy because, as I said, hydrogen has the most energy in it more than anything else. And plastic has the longest hydrocarbon chains. They're longer than diesel, longer than plastic, longer than jet fuel combined. So, with that being said, plastic has a ton of energy in it. And if we utilize the right type of machine to extract that energy with the right types of efficiencies, then at that point, we're able to take these, as you said, these carbon fabrics in a way, but it's ultimately hydrocarbon bonds, and actually convert them into fuels that we use to run this world. But yes, Antonio, that definitely sounds interesting, because combining this technology, like imagine combining this technology with like solar, wind, nuclear power, like just the combinations are endless ultimately on how we can absolutely just make this even more efficient, even better. What is the energy in versus the plastic gas out cost? Is there a margin? No margin or would exist. So I'll tell you this, and I've done these calculations on my YouTube channel. We get more energy out than we get in, and this is not breaking the law of thermodynamics. We are not creating energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. We are extracting more energy out of the plastic because it's so energy dense than the energy it takes to extract it, and we're able to do that because once the machine gets up to temperature, microwaves become even more efficient. So microwaves make this process super efficient and allow us to do crazy things like get 48 kilowatt hours out of electricity in all the products when we only put in 25 kilowatt hours. And as I said, we're not creating that energy. It's just that we are extracting it so efficiently that... So what does that cost? So 25 kilowatt hours, I believe that's $4. And 48 kilowatt hours is, well, if 25 is $4 and 48 is probably like $7.50. So you get a profit of $3.50 in energy, if that's what you're asking there, golf in real life. That's actually amazing how all this living energy is in the ocean and killing fish. Yeah, right? Because it's just tapped. It's untapped. Plastic is just like trapped energy in a time capsule. And we're tapping that out. We're breaking that out of that time capsule and then we're turning it into something actually useful that will actually change the world. That's all we're doing.
Hey, how are you?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to talk to you as well. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. I have a couple questions for you. One is, how many pounds of plastic does it take to make 1 gallon of gas?
It takes about 18 to 20 pounds.
Okay. And like, have you started selling it to like locals yet, or are you just?
No, that's illegal. You can't sell the gas. I can't sell the gas as an individual private distributor. That's breaking the law to do that. You have some echo coming through. Yeah, there's an echo coming through on your end there. Yeah, I gotta let you out. I'm sorry, it's just too much. Yeah, top memes, get in here, mate. Seriously, get in here and debate. They never do it though. That's the thing. They never do it. They never actually come in here and debate. They sit back and talk. But come on now, because we have never had a debate. on the live. Seriously, are you open to investments? You gotta be talking right for investments. Because personally, I'd rather not 9 out of 10 times. You want to debate, John? Well, let's get in here. Somebody come in here. Let's debate. I love debating. My parents said I should be a lawyer. Give me a German translator. So you don't even speak English? Well, how? So are you translating everything you talk that you're typing in here? So are you telling me that you're seriously like taking that much time to put everything in German on Google Translate and type it in here when you could be doing all of this, right? And with all this time, you could have just gone on my YouTube channel and seen that this is absolutely true. Then watch a few of my videos. That's all you have to do. Just go on my YouTube channel, and then there's absolute no certainty that that what I'm doing is not real, because you can't fake what I've shown on YouTube. You cannot.
Hello.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you ready to debate?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's hear it. So first, what you got going on, man? You're a really smart kid. I hope everybody keeps that in mind.
Thank you.
So my question is, what's the difference between recycling it in about 9 to 11% of recycling actually makes its way into new material? What's better than recycling if not using it again to put into a car, but that produces more pollution? Is that no? Or would it be so that recycling is going to be taking
recycling
more or less food?
Mechanically recycling plastics, turning one bottle into another bottle, will create more pollution. And I'm going to say this because of this right here. Let's think about it like this. First, a truck has to come and pick up your plastic. That's emissions. 2, truck has to drive back to the plant. That's emissions. Now, the truck has to drop off the plastic into these big machines in this big warehouse that has to then take all these plastics and melt them and process them. Emissions. Then guess what? In order for them to recycle that plastic, they have to shred it up into all these small chips that get stuck in water. Mechanical recycling of plastic creates tons of microplastics in our water. So now not only do you have all these emissions, and you have microplastics in the water. The worst place to have microplastics. And then guess what now? They made the bottle out of the plastic finally. Now they got to take it back to the store now. Emissions at the store. Now you got to drive this to the store to go pick up that plastic, take it back to your house. Emissions again. And then you do it, cycle repeats. Emissions, and microplastics. And a ton of logistics versus my machine. Trash truck comes to your house to pick up the plastic, emissions. Trash truck goes back to take it to my plant, emissions. My plant is running, and then it processes the plastic, emissions, and then that's it. And then you have the fuel, and then you obviously, use the fuel, and that's emissions. But no microplastics, no waste, and just and less points of emission and less logistics.
Sure. That does make sense. And obviously, as a supporter, I hope that does go well for you. But what is the difference between recycling? Is there a way that you can recycle, or are many places recycling now that don't have ways of making the small pieces of plastic find their way into water? So is it the actual method that recycling allows water to be contaminated by microplastics? Or is it after the fact when a new product is produced that's going to allow for more microplastics?
It is the process itself of actually mechanically recycling plastics that causes the microplastics to get in the water. So, in short, the technology we use to turn a plastic water bottle into another plastic water bottle contaminates a lot of water with microplastics. And there's no way currently right now to not do that. Can a plastic bottle? Not really, no, not necessarily. I mean, there will be microplastics, but it's really more of chemicals from the plastic that leach into the water. So no, not really microplastics from that.
Well, I disagree.
You disagree that a plastic bottle is not going to give you microplastics?
I 100% disagree. Microplastics are what in definition?
Microplastics are what?
In definition, or within your understanding of a microplastic, how big per se is a microplastic, and how do they travel a microplastic?
Well, it depends, you know, because there's many different sizes of what you can consider so small. But, you know, like in my experience, like when I had my machine, when I would shred up plastics and I have plastic shreds that would get really small and are barely visible, I consider those microplastics. But then there's some real microplastics, like on a microscopic level, that end up in our bloodstream and such, right? And end up in like the snow in Antarctica and all these types of things. So, I mean, when you think
is there a similar process in what you do to shred your plastic that would be similar to how a recycling plant would do so?
Yeah,
because shredding it up with similar machinery.
But the difference is when I'm shredding up my plastic, right? I'm not putting it in water to recycle it. I'm putting it right in my machine, right? So that's the difference. With the recycling plants, they shred it up and then they put it in water to process it, and then that water will always have small bits in it.
Within the way that they actually recycle, they use water in the process.
Yes.
I don't understand that quite. I'd love to know though.
Well, that's a part of the process. That's a part of the recycling process because they have to clean it. They have to clean the plastic to make it recyclable. So they need to use water to clean it.
And you don't need to do that for your reactor. You can use a lot of different things.
You put dirty water in it. I'm gonna let you in a second. Golf in real life. I'll let you in a second. All right, you got any other questions, John?
No, that was great. I'd love to be able to have a longer conversation.
For sure.
Yeah, it was good to talk to you.
All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna let you in golf in real life. I'm gonna let you in so you can stop putting the same thing in the chat. I'm not sure if he's in here. Are you golf in real life? Are you in here? Don't you want to debate? Are there downsides to this machine? I would say the biggest downside to this machine is if it's not efficient, you're gonna end up, creating or utilizing more energy to run it than the energy it takes to create your fuels. But other than that, the machine itself, I mean, it doesn't have waste, it doesn't have emissions. So that's about it. Yeah, I don't know where golf in real life went. You said, are you making or losing money? It depends on the machine, but you need to request again golf in real life. But with my machines personally, we're on an energy profit. So an energy profit means money profit. So in that sense of the world, yes, we're making money. Videos on this page said you can use food as well. Yes, you can use food, you can use tires, you can use grass, you can use anything organic. Request to join in again, golf in real life. I'll let you in. Yes, guys, you want to come in debate? You can come in debate. I'm all for it. You sharpen my mind too. Some people ask questions that really make me think. It's all just with that small machine right now. This could be true. Yeah, like I've had an energy profit with my small handmade machine, ghetto machine made with handmade stuff I made myself. Imagine when it's industrial. So we're definitely gonna get an energy profit then. It's just that simple. So, because when you get things bigger, they're just better every time. Bigger, more efficient. So that's how I see it personally. You can use cow manure. You can use anything organic and turn it into fuel. You still use the fraction tower. Yes, you do to refine the fuel after the fact. Do you want people to know the process for their own uses? You want to know the process? Go on my YouTube channel. You'll know. But I personally am not going to recommend it because it's dangerous. Personally, I have had many near-death experiences with it. Is this the kind of thing that you could sell? Oh, I just answered that. No, we're not going to sell it to people. If you want to make it, go on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to recommend it, but I'm not going to be selling it to people, individuals. It's small and large businesses, guys. What's the revolution? Carbonization of plastics or turning carbon into fuel? Carbonization of plastics, because carbon already has tons of uses, and carbon isn't toxic to the environment like that, but plastic is. So carbonization of plastics is definitely the revolution. But why not do both? Because we can do both. Yeah, you're not. Golf and fun is not back in here, so I guess we won't be debating. Thank you guys for joining in on the Twitch, by the way. I really appreciate that because I'm trying to get my metrics up. You said how to what? Golf in real life. Golf in real life. Why don't you request to join in so we can debate? Did you actually use that distillation shower you showed? I used it once, but then I had a fire and stuff, so didn't use it again after that. How to what? Golf in real life. I'm about to start responding to you, mate, because you just keep saying how, but you're not even saying what. Like I'm trying to have an actual debate, but you keep saying how. That's not actually asking a question. How do you join? Or it should be a thing that pops up. You should see how to join. It should just pop up. Like you should be able to just join in as a guest. You were in here before. You're a genius, mate. Oh, thank you. And by the way, if you guys know Instagram, I'm also on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. So, that's why I'm talking to other people that you probably don't see in there. I'm gonna invite you in golf in real life. I'm gonna invite you in. What are we debating? I don't know yet. We're gonna see.
Am I here?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Okay. So my only question is, like, I love the idea. Okay, I love the idea of plastics. What you're doing is you're reverse engineering plastics into a fuel.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we're reverse engineering plastics into a fuel. We need like a certain amount of material to create a gallon of fuel. Is that correct?
Yes.
And how much material do we need for a gallon of fuel?
It's about 18 to 20 pounds.
18 to 20 pounds. Okay, so let's just call it 20 pounds on the high side. So from 20 pounds of plastic, which is roughly like what, a garbage can?
Probably a little bit more than that, but yeah, let's just call it a garbage can and a half.
Okay, 1.5 garbage cans of plastic. Like, are we talking about like whatever it is, common use in the household? Milk cartons, whatever it may be. Okay.
Yeah.
From that, you put it into your machine, and I don't have any idea what that is. Like what it's going to take to break that down. What's it going to take to break that down?
Sure. So my machine utilizes microwaves to heat up the plastic to a point where the hydrocarbon bonds crack, and then they turn into vapors.
Okay, so you're basically using microwaves to display. Now those microwaves, like where do those come from?
From magnetrons.
You made this in your backyard.
Yes.
Did you use microwaves? Like just how many microwaves did you use to get this thing?
I had 3 magnetrons, but it was capable of running up to 5 magnetrons at once. And I got them from scrap yards.
Scrap yards.
Okay. The magnetron is the actual device within your microwave oven that creates the microwaves.
Okay, so you need a 12-volt outlet, right?
No, it's not 12 volt. It's 120 volts in, and it ends up actually going through a transformer. It goes through a transformer and creates over 2,000 volts DC out.
My bad. So you need 110 to 110, like a household plug in the wall, right?
Yes.
And how many of those do you need to break down what you're trying to do?
You only need 1, but the more you have, the more efficient.
Okay. So let's just go off of 1 for like household unit. How long does it take for your machine to break down 1.5 trash cans full of plastic to get 1 gallon?
For just 1 magnetron?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my machine with 3 magnetrons would take 5 hours, so I would assume 1 would take 15.
So you need 15 hours of 110 to break down a gallon of gas. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, if you're using one magnetron.
Okay. So what does it cost per hour of 110 to get you 1 gallon with your machine?
It would take.
'Cause you-
It takes $4.
So I'm spending $4 an hour on electricity.
No, not $4 an hour. It's $4 for the whole run.
How long does it? Oh, hold on one second. You said it took how long?
I said that my machine took 5 hours, but you can't say one magnetron and use the same metrics because one magnetron is far less efficient than 3 magnetrons to a huge degree. So the more magnetrons you have, the way more efficient the machine gets, right? To a huge degree.
Okay. Okay, I'll go with you on that. What I want to know as an investor is how much is it going to cost me as a home investor in electricity to produce 1 gallon of gas?
$4.
How can you say that?
Because it's a 25 kilowatt hour total. Now, I'm going off of the prices of electricity in my area when I say that. But the machine takes 25 kilowatt hours to do a batch of plastic.
Can you show me that on paper?
Yeah, I have it on my YouTube.
All right. Okay.
So go check out my YouTube channel and you'll see my video about where
if it's less energy in to get, like, let's just say we can produce a gallon of gas for, you're saying $4?
Yes.
You can produce 1 gallon.
Yes.
Well, the cost of gasoline at the pump is $3.19 here, so you're at a negative.
Yes, you can produce $4 with a machine that was built in the backyard. If you build this machine at an industrial level, it's going to become even more efficient. I built this machine with parts that were not designed for this type of use. I built this. What was that?
I was going to say he's not taking into account the amount of subsidies that oil companies get to make gas prices that low in the first place. That price is actually significantly more, like energy-wise, for them to refine a gallon of gasoline from crude oil is significantly more energy, like kilowatt hours in. We're talking about refining. We're talking about refining household products. Like, if you want to go say, well, it's more to refine.
Whoa! Wait! One person at a time. One person at a time. We can't have two people talking at once. Okay, who was talking? Was it Golf or was it Antonio just talking then?
It was Antonio.
Okay, go ahead, Antonio. Finish your thought.
What I'm saying is the actual, like, machinery and the kilowatt hours that it takes. Like, if you look at, like, the actual raw, like, oil being burned to refine to, like, run the distillation tower to get your gasoline out, you're actually using a lot more energy than what Jab's machine is doing. So the numbers are kind of min-max, but his machine still comes out on top. But you go ahead. Does too.
All right, go ahead, Golf. Go ahead and talk now, Golf.
I think if you have a machine that can do this, I think it's really going to come out on top, because you have a lot of waste material to use, which is a great thing. However, I need to see the margin
of the pickup, because if this had a margin, if this has a profit, why is it being done already?
I would say
you can't be the first man to ever think of this. And I'm not trying to insult you, but if this hasn't been, it's got to be a thought in somebody's mind, because recycling is a thing right now. And I mean, are they just recycling plastics into plastics? Yeah, I guess. But why not? Why hasn't someone? I mean, we're just a couple of, well, not yahoos, but we're just a couple of guys on TikTok.
Can I field that one?
All right. Let Antonio talk right now. He wants to respond to that.
Well, it's kind of like, I think the word they use is founder syndrome, where it's like somebody has to be the first to do it, but he's not even really the first. This process has been known since like the late 1800s. They've known since the discovery of petroleum and stuff and coal, that you can put different woods and things. Well, that's how charcoal is made, through pyrolysis, burning of things in the absence of oxygen. And in World War II, when the British were having not able to get a supply of petroleum in, they used pyrolysis to create gasoline for their vehicles. That's a little weird bit of history that you didn't know. It's been discovered over and over again, but as the price of oil kind of is like the technology for refining and like pumping oil up got better, the cost per like barrel of oil became slightly less than the cost to like refine things into petroleum through pyrolysis. So it's a numbers game. Now we're at a point where, like, if you take away the subsidies that are being pumped into the oil and gas industries, the amount of money that it takes to for discovery and for pumping and for refining and shipping that oil to make gasoline, it works in his favor again, for his machine.
All right, let's let Golf talk now. You said let you in, y'all saps on TikTok. All right, I'll let you in. All right, what do you have to say to that, Golf?
If that's facts, which kind of makes sense. When you say paralysis, is that the right term?
Pyrolysis.
Pyrolysis. Is that a long word for distillation?
It is a form of distillation. It's also considered destructive distillation. The main difference is distillation is when you take liquids, right? Things that already are in liquid form, and you're separating out different fractions. But in pyrolysis, we're not trying to separate different fractions. We're trying to destroy the feedstock completely.
Okay. Last and closing comment. I think that walk towards like a home in garage system to where you can take out the recycling industry and produce and help homeowners produce fuel in their garage from 110. I mean, I don't want to take away from like the large, wide scale use of this thing. Like, don't go so huge or think so huge. I think on a consumer base, it would be amazing for me to be able to pile in all my plastics to a machine that would produce me like 10 gallons a week.
Mm-hmm. I agree that it would be amazing to put this in the hands of the people. And that is something that's going to require a lot of thought, because this is the biggest issue with the machine is not having the machine in your house, but it's it creates way more than just oil. It also produces a natural gas product, which is very dangerous to have created at a house because you can, blow things up.
What does that do to the atmosphere?
The natural gas product?
Yeah.
Well, if you burn it clean, it's just like natural gas. It's just like the gasoline and stuff we make. If it's burned clean and properly, it's going to be the same, pretty much the same emissions as a regular thing, if not cleaner, because plastic has no sulfur in it. So therefore, the oils and the gases we make from plastic will have no sulfur in it.
Can you prove that on paper?
Yeah, there's some research papers on it. That I could. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna link you to them because I can't do that through TikTok. But if you look up plastic pyrolysis, emissions, you can find research papers that talk about this type of thing.
Well, if you're gonna find investors with real money, you're gonna have to prove all this shit.
I'm not very interested in investors, to be honest with you.
Then what are we talking about?
Well, ultimately, we live in a day and age where, through the right type of moves and the right type of situations, you really can be your own investor if you play your cards right. So, if you have the right team behind you, you can do a lot of things. So I think that's ultimately what it takes: just having the perspicacity to understand how to utilize networks and influence to fund yourself.
All right, guys.
All right. Well, thank you for the debate. Thank you for all your questions and all your critiques. You definitely gave me some good things. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Take care. And thank you, Antonio, for chiming in at a few points there.
No problem. Glad to be of assistance.
Yeah. You definitely brought up some points I didn't even think about. Of course, I was going to rebuttal what he was saying, but you definitely brought up the great points about like the subsidies, because that is so true. This is so subsidized, and let's be real, guys. If this technology truly gets to that point, or when it gets to that point where it really is making the impact, the government probably would subsidize this technology as well. It's true that about making fuel with plastics, or you're just trolling. It's real. Look at my YouTube channel. You will find with absolute certainty that I cannot be faking this with my YouTube channel. I could not fake what I've shown on there. What is that about? Shadow band. What could be altering? Would you team up with Greenpeace? Yeah, I'd love to team up with Greenpeace. Shadow band. Yeah, shadow ban happens. I you know what? Like, sometimes I like to think, because like there is the more conspiracy side of things, but there's also like kind of a business side of things, and there's whatever. So why do you guys think I'm shadow banned? What's your TikTok? My TikTok is NatureJab. You want to join? I'm trying to let you in, but I don't see you in the guest list for some reason. Your saps. Normally, if I had to listen to someone talk for 1 hour and 38 minutes, I'll be really bored. But this is just entertaining. I'm glad. Yeah, education is, I'm glad I can make education entertaining, because this is not like being in school, is it? I'm trying to let you in, your sops, but I don't see you. How is the live stream on TikTok and YouTube? Is it laggy? Is it smooth? How is it? Someone say I need more followers or something. Oh, I didn't know that you needed a certain amount of followers. That's interesting. Maybe they do that so bots can't come in. Look into Yellow Duck to stream to Instagram from OBS. No, I tried to stream from Instagram to OBS, but I need a third webcam because it made my my quality look horrible. Pin my TikTok. Man, you say you're gonna send me a friend request on TikTok? I'm never gonna find it. I'll be honest with you. I'm never gonna find it. I get so many a day. How long does the merch take? It takes about a week, to be honest with you. It can be slow. I mean, and that's if you're in the US. If you're in like, international, it might take like 2 weeks to get to you. I do have merch, by the way, guys. NatureJab.com. NatureJab.com. You said add you. Why should I add you? You need to sell yourself to me. Like, what are you doing that's important enough for me to go out of my way to add you on my TikTok? I think that I might have had some revenues of funding where you don't have to worry about giving up control of over your project. I would DM you to share. Please email me. Don't DM me. I'll never find it. Where have I been? I'm back. I've been black and now I'm back. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. You said it might be best to just use the phone. That's what I do now. That's why I've been on Instagram with now. I've been on the phone. The only bad thing is I can't pull up my desktop on the Instagram since it's on the phone and not OBS. So whenever we do go into PowerPoints and stuff, the Instagram people will be missing out. But honestly, I keep telling these Instagram people, go over to my Twitch, my YouTube, or my TikTok. Ideally, my Twitch, please. We have 3 clips from this live stream. Oh, interesting. I'm sure there was a lot of clips to take from those the debates and the trolls, right? What's the deal with that hot chick that wanted you to try the fuel in the 4350 on Discord? Oh, that's Rachel Cook. So she is actually going to be... She already bought a diesel vehicle, and she's going to be driving up from Florida, and I'm going to be running my fuel in it. It's a diesel Ford 1995 F350. I'm going to be running my plastic diesel in it. So that is what's up with that situation. So we're going to be running this vehicle on Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, live streaming everywhere. So guys, make sure you're there because it will be history. Absolutely will be history. We'll have camera crews. It's going to be on the news. Might be in Forbes. It's going to be big, huge, biggest thing I've done yet. So we're about to go absolutely crazy with this. Anyways, with that being said, guys, we've been live for almost 2 hours now. So I look very studious. Thank you. I've been live for almost 2 hours now. Great live stream. Live streams are only going to get even bigger, especially after we run this car. You said when? Saturday. This Saturday, the 3rd, 12 p.m. EST, live on everything. And yeah, we're about to head off. But thank you all for stopping by and following on the Twitch. Thank you all on TikTok. Thank you all on Instagram. Thank you all on YouTube. Because we're everywhere, baby. Baby. And I'll be live again tomorrow. And yeah, once again, make sure you guys are there when we go ahead and run this car, because that's going to be crazy. You watched the whole live, Fearless Kins. I am glad to hear that it was entertaining. I'm glad to hear that, because that means just wait until we get like 20,000 people or something in here. It's going to be real fun, because I promise there'll be a lot more trolls and stuff. Have you tried to use old tires? Yeah, we can turn tires into fuel as well. I'm proud of you as well. You have destroyed the modern day attention span, the TikTok attention span, the 1 second attention span. So anyways, guys, thank you all. Going ahead to end the stream now. You guys have a great night all around. And thank you all for tuning in.